Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang.
What's good?
We just gonna get right into it. So we're gonna start off. This is a lot of drama. Like there's a lot of drama. I'm just gonna put it like that. I'm gonna start with Westbrook. His wife defending him and people threatening their lives and stuff like that. If you didn't know, Westbrook plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. This season hasn't been going the way that I would like and the way that I'm sure he would like. And his wife has always been a ride or die, defending him when people disrespect his name. But now they're starting to receive death threats. What are your thoughts on that? And
Wait, what happened?
So basically, people call Westbrook like Westbrick, or they'll call him out his name. I personally don't enjoy that when you use somebody's name, because their name means a lot to them, or it shouldn't mean a lot to them. Like if somebody calls me out my name, I have an issue. So his wife, she defended him online. To a person like Skip Bayless, he's a person that he always disrespects Westbrook. He's just an example. He calls LeBron LeBum and stuff like that. And his wife just was defending him. She always defends him because that's her man, which and now they're like receiving death threats and threats to the family, to the point that Westbrook doesn't even want to bring his own kids or his family to games.
Wow.
In LA, where he's from. So, you got a lot of family in LA.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I guess we don't really need to discuss it. We just think it's shit.
People are fucking crazy. Why are you giving this man death threats?
It's not just him, his family.
His family. Like, it's multiple people too. Yeah, that's literally insane. People have no fucking lives. I can't.
People on this internet and they just become so fucking tough, knowing they wouldn't say nothing to Westbrook if he was in your face.
Yeah, I know.
That man is 6'4", solid. He will knock you out. You will not listen to him. Or
I didn't know that was going on.
Well, I mean, I'm a Laker fan. I don't know how big it was in the rest of the media because I don't be staying like that, but I keep up with everything that's going on with the Lakers and watch the games. So
to the point where he don't feel comfortable bringing his family, like, come on now.
And the city that he's from, like, come on, man.
That's sad.
All right, well, we can move along to this Kanye West Easy music video, the Kanye West and Game song. If you don't know, the music video has them basically burying Pete Davidson alive and has like a decapitated head of Pete Davidson. Yeah, go ahead.
It's bullying and harassment. Okay, like Kanye doing too much for me now. Well, not now. He's been doing too much, but like to the point where you making a music video. Come on, like when is enough? When Pete Davis is like laughing it off, haha. But it's like this nigga over here killing you. Yeah. In a video. That's not funny.
That's insane. To me, it's like at the end of it, like Kanye, you got kids, bro. Like people like to be like, it's his art. He should be able to do with his art. But I'm like, there's a point where it's art, and there's a point where it becomes too far. You know what I'm saying? Making jokes and stuff like that, like what Pete Davidson does, I don't think it's too far. Kanye can make jokes, but like sending your little minions and your little fans to harass him and stuff like that, like that's just too much. You just seem like you're literally coming off as a stalker. I don't know if
that's what I'm saying. Like, when is it to the point where all right, people need to step in and be like, bro,
people don't consider it stalking when you got hit songs and millions of dollars. Like, oh, he just moving across because he wants to be close to his kids, or oh, he's just in the same places because he's rich and he's shopping. Like, nah, bro, he's stalking. Like, if I was doing that to some person, especially a person who is not black, like a white woman, if I was on the internet doing this, I would be in jail right now. So why is it okay for Kanye West? This is stalker tendency. I don't care what Kim Kardashian does on the internet. I don't care if she shows her butt or get naked. I don't care how she got famous. I have a lot of issues with Kim Kardashian. But she's still getting stalked. Like, that's what it is. She's getting stalked.
And harassed and P. Davis. Is Davidson or Davis?
Davidson.
Oh, Davidson. I've been saying Davis.
And even if it's like promotion of your album, like Kanye.
I ain't got nothing to do with his album.
He's at the point where he doesn't need to promote his album.
This was very intentional.
You could Beyonce that shit. You can literally just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you wanted to. You want to do this. This is who you are. And people are like, well, Kanye never changed. Yeah, that's the problem.
Right. I don't know. I think it's weird that we're all just watching him do this.
We are literally watching a public harassment, a public meltdown. Literally, we're watching it. And like, it gets the headlines and articles and stuff like that.
That's the problem too. Like, these blogs and stuff giving it more fucking attention.
Even when we giving it attention,
yeah, I know.
That's to an extent. But my thing of getting attention is because I don't see anybody pointing out that it's stalking. I just see people saying like, "Oh, Kanye West did this about Pete Davidson. Watch the video." Like, I'm not seeing anybody saying this is harassment or what this man is doing.
Yeah,
that's my big issue with it. Like, yo, point out what he's doing. I think art is art, and I think people should be able to express it the way they want. But when you could potentially have somebody get harmed,
yeah, that's
the problem. And his fan base is.
I was gonna say, these fans are fucking crazy. Like, they'll do something dumb and be like, "Well, I did it for Kanye."
So,
it's fucking insane.
I don't even know if I want to discuss this next thing. I'm gonna put it in your ball. Do you want to talk about the modern warrior drama from TikTok?
No. Didi told me about it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it wasn't on my timeline. Aisha was going.
That's what I said. I was like, this shit was not on my timeline.
But there's this dude that I follow. His name is like Ebony, I think Studio Warriors or something like that. And he somehow got swooped into it. And that's how I kind of found about it. Because Aisha was talking about it. And then I follow him. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what was
all I want to say is people who say they are allies and are so quick to weaponize their whiteness and so quick to literally do the fake tears and turn on you like that aren't allies. Like, you can have Black Lives Matter in your profile and that's cute, but what are you actually doing?
That's real cute.
Real cute.
Yeah, I just whew, it was a lot going on with that. We don't need to tap into that.
There was a lot this week. Kim Kardashian telling women they need to go back to work.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I forgot that was this week too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw the
get off your ass and go to fucking work. Like, whoa there.
And like the outfit she was in it too. I was all like, Kim.
Yeah.
Kim. What? Kim.
I'm like,
Kim.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, maybe she thought it was going to be motivational, but it just came out.
Even if it was motivational, she ain't the motivational speaker.
I was like, I was going to say, it just came from the wrong person.
A woman who's built her whole career off of the backs of literally Black women, basically, copying Black women, putting Black women down, attacking literally not doing work because she was famous, like born rich as well. She had a head start, an advantage, not only her whiteness, but born into money. Like, how you gonna tell that to people? Ain't nobody in your family work hard.
I mean, they could work hard.
They do work hard in keeping their name relevant.
I mean, I'm not going to discredit like their hard work, but I just find it's weird I just find it weird when people who grow up in money like try to tell others like, this is how you get to where I am. It's like, no, my parents weren't rich. Like, that's not how, it's not gonna work the same.
Also, when you say that, it's also belittling to people who, not just women, but since she's talking about women, but it's belittling to all these people who've been working through this whole goddamn pandemic, while her getting rich, being able to go on trips and stuff like that, rent out a whole island so your whole family and friends can go on vacation, and then you telling people, go back to work, stop being lazy. Like, I'm not mad that she went on a trip. I'm mad that she told people to go back to work, as if they can like not go to work. People weren't going to work because they were making more money not going to work. You know, if I can make more money not working, why would I go to work?
Right.
Like, and the only jobs that like you don't make more money are usually like entertainment jobs. Like education jobs, like some people make more.
Yeah.
Dare you say such a...
I totally forgot. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, there's so much that has gone on the last 2 weeks. I'm just like, all like, I can't.
Yeah. I saw a video of, I don't know how they got it on TikTok. So when somebody stitched her saying it, and they put the screenshot of the Ray J and her video. Oh, like, just, but it wasn't like the actual video, it was just a title. But it's still, I was like, how are you not reported? I got almost put on ban because there was a video, you know, the video, I don't know if you see it, when white women are like, black man, I love you. Black man, I love you.
No.
There's a video that was going around.
I love you, black man. I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man. I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
I love you, black man.
Black man, I love you.
And I said, TikTok, stop it. Stop showing me this.
What did it get flagged for?
Hate speech.
I knew it. They always say hate speech. Like, what?
I got like 3 videos taken down that day. And I was like, oh, they said like, your account is getting reviewed. And I was like, ooh. I just started posting my playlist.
TikTok don't play that.
It was like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. Black
history. I'm telling you, I see some of the wildest things on TikTok, and I'm like, how? But
somebody reported me though. It wasn't that they caught it. Somebody reported me, and then multiple people reported me. And I'm like, they probably were white women or black.
I was about to say.
Let's move along to a serious topic. The Ryan Coogler Bank of America incident. Now,
rise it. I mean, most people should know. It's been going.
Do I need to? Okay, well, I'll explain it quick.
Okay.
You can give your
quick synopsis on
it. So Ryan Coogler, I would say Ryan Davis, like Ryan Coogler went to Bank of America to pull out money, but he wrote it on a note because he didn't want to cause a distraction when they say the amount of money, and he wanted it to be discreet. He gave the girl his ID, he put his card in, put his PIN in, but the lady didn't pay any attention to none of that and thought she was being robbed, called the police. The police came, immediately aggressive, immediately has his hand on the holster. All that stuff. They put him in cuffs, put him in back of police car, and then they're giving him attitude as he's trying to like explain the situation. They're telling him to calm down and all this stuff. Basically, they thought he was a bank robber, even though he had his ID, bank card, put his PIN in, and all that stuff. Yeah. So give your opinion on it. And it was a black lady, I think, as well, who was the teller or whatever they're called. So I don't know if people need that context.
And just for clarification, her manager told her to call the police. Just clear.
It was in Atlanta, Georgia too.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was just like, man, shit like this is how someone loses their life so quickly, because that shit could have went completely left. But thankfully it didn't, obviously. But it's just like, how are you going to have a job like that and not pay attention to details? Like, and not like, I don't see how someone lets you see their ID for you to verify that it is them. What is the issue? Like, I just feel like that's, as a Black woman, like, you know how deep that is to call the cops. I just was like, I can't believe this shit. This shit. And this happened in like January too. The story just came out. But yeah, I was like, man, that's traumatizing. Like, you can't even go pull out money out of your own account. I'll be pulling out money and I'll be whispering like for $50. So obviously he's gonna be a little more discreet with a higher amount. Like, I just like, that's so careless. Oh my God, like, that's so dangerous. I was just like, my heart goes out to him. I hope he had a good support system around him after that, because I just know, like, that has to be so traumatizing. Yeah. And I saw the camera footage of him talking to the cops, and he held his composure, because my anger would have been I'd have got shot. Rude. I would have been so hot. Like, ugh.
I 100% would have got shot. I'd have went off on a, like, if I put my pin in, because I go to Bank of America, you know, I don't pull out what he pulling out, but I pull out like, hey, I need $20 for a quarter. Right.
Get a little amount.
But I think, like, yo, the first step of your job is to literally look at the ID and tell them to put their pin in. Once that is done, you verify what other thing do you need to do besides giving. Right. You know, I don't understand that as a Black woman, as a Black person. How can you call the cops and know what can possibly happen? Like, if I'm robbing the bank, why the fuck would I let you go to the back? With my ID and all that stuff. Like, why would I show my ID if I'm robbing the bank? Like, you got to put two and two together. Yeah. I don't know what the qualification is to get a job at Bank of America, but clearly something ain't right. Because why would you show your ID and your debit card to rob somebody? Usually that's the reverse. That's when you get robbed. So I think I don't know if she should be fired, because I don't want to call for nobody's job, especially a Black person. You got to get some more training. Maybe they need to put you like on a different department. Maybe you need to work on like the finance part. Maybe you can stop screwing people over. You know?
We need better training.
Something, because there's no way that the manager and the teller should have both been like the business spooked. And
you're in Atlanta, so I know you're pulling out big amount.
Hella Black people.
Yeah. So like, that's not out of the norm.
Like, I understand being fearful that you're going to be robbed working for a bank, but not if they have all the stuff that was required. Like, the cops now, I don't like the police. Never like the police. I'm going to say this before I say what I'm going to say. They are pieces of shit. How dare you hold your gun as the first thing to do? Why is that the first thing that you doing?
That's the
what if he was terrified? Like, I probably would have been terrified and took off running. Like, oh shit, I would have got shot.
Yeah, out of just a natural reaction.
My natural reaction is to run.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like something's bad about to happen. I'm not about to let y'all arrest me for trying to pull money out of my account. That dude looked so confused. He was like, you could see his eyes.
Yes.
Like, his glasses was on, but I can like literally be like, he's probably like, what the hell? I'm pulling money out. And then like they're all hostile towards him and tell him to calm down. When he got his badge with his ID on it as well, that's saying who he is. He's explaining what he's doing. He's all this stuff. They arrested the people that he was with. Like, bro, if they are robbing the bank, why the fuck are they that slow? Cops, why would he wait for you? Why would he wait for you to arrive?
It's just
it don't
that's why I said he handled the situation very well.
He shouldn't been in that situation. Like, he should be able to be hot like the white people would be hot if something like that happened to him. He didn't make, and you know what? Kudos to him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make no big deal of it. He didn't go to the news about it. He didn't.
No, that's why I was like, this happened 2 months ago.
Like, I would have destroyed Bank of America.
Oh, for sure.
I would have asked for her to be fired. I would have sued. I would have did all types.
Yeah, it would be a very, very angry day.
How threatening that is, that like you as a black man is surrounded by all these cops. It ain't just one cop, it's all these cops who has the Blue Lives Matter thing on their fucking uniform, mind you. Like, nah.
It's a sad situation, man.
How dare she put him in that situation to do that? That's just so. You can't have, like, I know I just said like she shouldn't be fired. You can't have that job. You can't have that job and you get spooked by somebody having their ID and debit card and put their PIN in.
Right.
I don't know what more he could do. I honestly don't know what more he could do.
I'm like, would it have made a difference if he would have verbally said the amount?
No, because he wanted to be discreet. Because
I know, but I'm saying, would she have felt better if he would have verbally said it instead of putting it on a paper? Like, I don't know.
Because I've paid rent before, and I had to pay thousands of dollars, and I had to go pull out like $1,000. You can't pull that much amount out the ATM, so you have to go in, and when they say the amount and it goes through the little machine, the little money counter machine or whatever, and people are staring at you, and I'm just paying I'm just pulling out like $2,000 to pay rent. And if that is like, for me, it feels uncomfortable, just imagine the amount he's pulling out. He's trying to be discreet so he don't get robbed.
Right. Like, he trying not to get robbed.
I'm in an area where I ain't even worried about getting robbed, and I still feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that is just, it's backwards. Manager, fired. I don't have no, for the manager, I don't care, black, white, purple, pink, fired. The manager should be fired. The teller, you might need to get some more training, but for the manager to tell you to call the cops and all that stuff, fired.
Yeah. It's like, nobody did any verification.
Then ask no question. Okay, did he have his ID? Did he have it? The lady says on the phone, I think he might just be trying to pull out cash. Like the cop, but I'm going to send people.
Okay.
Terrible.
I can't.
I got Ryan Coogler on my wall too. That's the funny thing. Like,
yeah, my heart goes out to him though. Like, that's so sad.
But he handled that like a champ. Yeah. I honestly, like, that made me want to be his homie. I ain't gonna hold you. How he handled that, he made me be like, you would handle any situation, bro.
Perfect. Right.
You ain't gonna hold me out.
But I'm sure he would, as soon as he walked away, he was mad as fuck, but like, he knew how to.
I probably would have cried after. That is trauma.
I would have been crying during.
I'd have been angry crying though. One of the.
Yeah, like I man, I can't.
Composure. It's just, he needs an award for that alone. Holding your composure. I already don't like hold my tongue for these white folks. To hold my tongue for these white cops, it would have been hard. When I know I'm in the right, yeah, nah, I would have been dead.
Yeah, I just
dead.
That situation. I'm very glad it went a completely different way because we know the outcomes of these situations.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to say to that without being disrespectful to the lady.
Shout out to him. That's all you gotta say. Make America do better.
I'm not pulling my money out of Bank of America. I'm not pulling all $25 that I got in my account out. I still need it. Bank of America. Do better though. This has been the Harris Show. Unless you got something else to add to.
No, I mean that was
I might have to cut out new shit.
Yeah. I can think of a couple things.
I'm leaving it in. I don't care. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.